Hello, welcome back to another badatpad video where an average guy, me, tries to be endgame content. Today we have a very special announcement. Oh, it's so exciting. It is the... You see it right here. It is the Pad Valentines collab. Woo! Very exciting. Maybe subjectively exciting just for me, but we're going to get into it. It is a collab that starts on this coming Monday, 3/26, and it lasts for 2 weeks. It is a new collab to Puzzle Dragons, relatively. Japan had got it on Valentines around, which is February. It's now near the end of March. So about a month, or maybe a month and a half ago-ish, Japan got this. So this is the first time it's come around, not like news, it's been around for a long time. It has some very special monsters that I'm very excited for. You do get a free rank 50 roll. It'll be around for 2 weeks. Any other information? This is the list of things on it. We have a total of 11 monsters. 5 5-stars, 3 6-stars, 2 7-stars, 1 8-star. I don't think it said anything about the stone amount, so it's probably 5 stones. And there's also a dungeon, which is cool. This is a very exciting collab for me personally, because I'm just hyped for this thing, and let's get into why. So let's go find a post about it. Okay. So we're in Pad X. This is an old post of when it was announced in Japan. This was announced February 2nd when it came out. So let's go over the monsters. Now, I don't know much about the rates. I googled it just now, but I couldn't find anything. I'm gonna guess that the rates is something like 25% for a diamond, so probably 75% chance for these 5 stars and 25% for the diamonds, the 6, 7, and 8 stars. It's not... I'm guessing it's like that just because for the collabs like Kick of Fighters and Fullmetal Alchemist that only had 5 and 6 stars, it was like a 90% to 10% of the golds to diamonds. But this collab has like 3 tiers of diamonds, so I hope they make it overall like easier to get. Because otherwise, if it's 10% for diamonds, and then there's already like 3 6 stars, and then 7 8, the 8% will be like a 0.5% or something crazy. So I hope it's a better rate. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But this is a very good collab roll overall for newer people, I think. So let's get into it. First, we have the 5 Chinese gods, or goddesses, or whatever they are called. The Chinese pantheon, recolored and Valentine's up. First, we have Leyland, and they're the 5 stars, but the 5 stars are the Chinese pantheon, Valentine's versions. They are very similar to their original. So they all come with a tricolor board change that doesn't include hearts. So Leyland's is the same as her normal one, which is fire, wood, and light. And instead of doing a haste, they do an enhance of their main color. So Leyland is a fire, wood, light with a board change active with an enhance for 9 turns, which isn't bad. Oops, sorry about that. Leader skills are nothing to call home about for the 5 stars. This is a times 64 with a 501E and a color requirement. Awakenings are also nothing to write home about. The Valentine's collab, by the way, prominently features this awakening in the bottom right of Leyland, of the very bottom for Leyland, which is the L awakening, which is if you match 5 orbs of their color in an L shape, you will unlock all the orbs on the board and get, I believe, a 1.5 boost, so the same as a TPA. Leyland's, so these 5 stars are all pretty similar. They're not amazing. If you're looking for board change inherits and you don't have any and you're new, this might be a good place to get some, although they do not make hearts, which kind of sucks. But back in the day, I think having tricolor board changes gave you pretty good burst damage, and it still does give you good burst damage, you just won't be able to heal. Let me plug my computer in. I just realized it does not have that much power left. There we go. So, sorry, it's hot. I'm gonna take this off too. Oof, hot. I just took a shower, so maybe that's why it's more hot as well. But overall, these Chinese ones, they're okay. They're not the best, but if you're missing Chinese ones, like if I got a Mei, I'm gonna keep it because I don't have a Mei style board change, a green, a wood, light, and dark one, so I would keep that. So let's continue down. Oh, we should also talk about the artwork. This is a blushing Leyland angel with a teddy bear and a love seat, so that's cool, and champagne. Their awakenings, again, they're just some orb enhance and stuff, it's nothing super special. So next we have Karn, who again is the same as her normal one if you're unaware. The same active, that is. She makes water wood dark, and she enhances water instead of a haste. I use Karn board changes on my blue hunter team sometimes. I have a few, I think I have 2 to 3 Karns. I have one that I have maxed out. I also have one Leyland. I have one Leyland that, and I have maxed her out as well. She's reincarnated. Same leader skill except her water version, water wood dark, and you need 501E, meaning 5 orb with 1 enhanced of water, etc. Same thing, etc. etc. Mei Mei, again, similar. Oh, talk about her art. Karin appears to have a present for us, and she has a weird brown gauntlet on her arm. I don't know what that part is, but she wants to give us a present, and she's blushing, and she's wearing... I can't tell. There's a lot going on. I can't tell what she's wearing, but she wants to give us a present. Next we have a Mei Mei who looks very unlike reincarnated Mei Mei. She looks more kitty here, compared to like the Genbu Mei Mei that I remember. Not that I have a Mei Mei, so I wouldn't know. This Mei Mei is writing a love letter, and it's flying away. And there's a box of chocolates too, and I don't know if those are underwear, that white stuff, those like bloomers or whatever. So she makes, if you're unaware of Mei Mei's board change, she makes wood light and dark. I don't have a Mei Mei. This Mei Mei also happens to be similar typing to her real one, I think, in that she's a healer and she's God. I think Leyland's probably attacker and God, right? No, she's balanced in God. Karn also has the dragon and God type in reincarnated. I don't know what Mei Mei's reincarnated is. I think it has healer because people use it on Rushana teams. So I could use this on Rushana if I wanted to, although the stats aren't the best. They're pretty bad, actually. That's pretty sad attack. And pretty sad RCV for a healer. Is it sad? It is. Her RCV will go up to like 9. It's okay. I wouldn't use her as a sub though. She has no damage boosting awakenings. So same thing, same. Pretty art though. So this is actually one of the main differences. This is Sakuya, and this Sakuya actually has a board change for her active skill. Normal Sakuya has a gravity. It's a 20% gravity. I have a Sakuya that I reincarnated, but I never use it. It's not awoken, it's not max skilled or anything. But I have one. I rolled exactly one, and this one is actually different. First of all, this one has a double time extend awakening and the L shape, so I suppose it's marginally better than the other ones in the 5-star range here, because you get at least 1 whole second versus just half a second. It also has more awakenings. No, it doesn't. It's missing a skill boost, or skill bind resist, but it has 4 orb enhanced colors, which doesn't really matter. For orb enhanced colors, it doesn't really matter if they're so scattered around. I don't think... The only benefit to having scattered colors of orb enhanced is that it can... If you use a board change after, there's a higher chance that like more of the orbs after the orb change will be enhanced, just because more of the orbs that have fallen down will probably be enhanced from before. So anyways, this is a different Sakuya than the normal one because she has a board change active, and she makes a 4-color board change, fire, water, wood, light, and enhances light, which matches with her leader skill, I believe. The normal Sakuyas. Actually, I can't remember what the colors of normal reincarnated Sakuya is. I know they need those 4. I forget if it needs hearts or not. But it makes 4 colors with a diluted board change. So this is just one major difference in that it's different than the normal Sakuya. She's eating chocolate. She has a coat. She also has a slightly higher leader skill. Damage, yeah, it's times 81 versus times 64, and she's 501E as well, but you have to match more colors, so in the end it's about the same. It compensates for the difficulty. Not that 81 times is anything to write home about. Additionally, she also has a color swap / slight color change. So this is her evolution. It's not any higher rarity, it's just for the different colors. It's light fire versus light light. Looks like she got a double skill boost instead of her double time extend, and she got her SBR back, and both of them have the L awakening as well. I don't know which one's better, I won't use any of them. So, lastly we have this Haku who looks very much more like a Christmas Haku to me for some reason. I think because those things on her ears have pom-poms that look like purple Santa hats, and something about this just looks more like Christmas Haku but with a purple tinge. I think she's knitting something for us. Haku's board change is fire, water, and dark. Unfortunately, this Haku is not a healer type, so she cannot be used in Kushinada Hime teams, but that's okay because You just use a normal one anyways, because this one doesn't have the TVAs or the 7 combo. So she makes a Fire, Water, and Dark board and enhances Dark, and she has the same leader skill as the Mei, Karin, and the Leyland. So, blah blah blah. 5 stars, I hope I don't get many of them. Moving on, we have the more exciting 6 stars. This is actually one of the very, very exciting things overall. We have 3 gemstone princesses. And not only that, these gemstone princesses, while their colors and their awakenings are better, their stats are better, I think. And the stats don't matter as much, but I think the stats are a little better. Their active is the same, and it's the 3 good gemstones. So let's go into them. First, we have Valentine's Carrot. Her leader skill is garbage, so we're not even going to talk about it. Yeah, it's not good. Nothing good at all. It is. I actually don't know if the gemstone princesses normally. I don't know if they're bindable or not. You'll have to. Actually, I'll just take a look here. Let's look at my pad. I have a couple of them. Ignore this. This is something I was going to show you later. I have double music. Oh god. Stop this one. So, example of a gemstone princess, we have a facet. Okay, so they are unbindable. This facet has 1 TPA. Cool. Good to know. Moving back to this. So, they have slightly more awakenings and better stats. So you could actually use them as a sub if you really wanted to. This facet's stats, it doesn't matter because it's not max skilled. It's not hyper maxed. So it doesn't matter. But they have more awakenings. This one has a multi-boost, and this one has 2 skill boosts, so it can actually do okay damage on its own. This is Carrot, by the way. And what was I talking about? I forget. Oh, get back on your train of thought. It is Fire, Water. The normal Carrot is Water type. I just had a weird Pokemon moment flashback. First, I said Water type. It is a Water attribute, main attribute monster. I don't know, I forgot if the gemstones have sub-attributes, because no one cares about the sub-attribute of a gemstone. But in case you're unaware, by the way, gemstone princesses are really good because they provide 2 turns of pretty strong damage enhance based on your awakenings on your team, and they differ based on the gemstone princess. In this case, Carrot has the based on the number of skill boosts on your team, she will boost your entire team's attack. The exact formula, by the way, is for Carrot, it's 1. It's the multiplier you get is times 1 plus 0.3 times the number of skill boosts on your team. So let's say you had 2 skill boosts. This Carrot was the only thing on your team with 2 skill boosts, and you popped your active. 2 times 0.3 is 0.6, and you add 1 to that, so you get a 1.6x boost to all your damage. So you'd be doing an additional 1.6x boost to everything. If you had 10 skill boosts on your team, which is pretty normal, it's not that hard to achieve with a lot of monsters these days. A lot of them have 2. A lot of monsters have 2 skill boosts, including this Carrot. You would have 10 times 0.3 plus 1 damage multiplier additional. So you would have 0.3 times 10 is 3 plus 1, so 4x, another 4x damage, which means your Anubis Diablos, who is doing like times 200 damage, will be doing times 800 damage. Wow, for 2 turns, not just 1 turn, for 2 turns. This is for all your monsters. So that's why gemstone princesses are good. They're very good for endgame content, including arena, including alt arena, even like, I don't know, 3P if you can stall it up in time. And this Carrot here have to be the current best, one of the current best ones. I want to say the other best one is Sheen, because most teams have skill boosts. Many teams will have at least 5. Your team probably has like guaranteed 6 skill boosts. Very few monsters these days have 0 skill boosts. Most of them have just at least 1. So you're probably going to have like average 6 skill boosts on a team. So she's very good. 6 times 0.3 is 1 point. You'll be having an almost times 3 multiplier for 2 turns, which is a lot. Oh, here's some staticky. And the really cool thing is that, number 1, for these Valentines gemstones, they keep their good active skill. It's no difference. It's exactly the same. And they included only the 3 good gemstones, which is Carrot, Sheen, and Facet. Cameo, I just got a Cameo. She's not good. Silk, not good, unless you're maybe running a New Year's Kami team. They kept the 3 good ones. That's it. Next, we have Valentine's Facet. Oh, I didn't talk about the art. She's eating chocolate. Valentine's facet is water light. I believe normal facet is light or only light. Again, she is the same ish. Better awakenings than normal. This is actually really pretty art. I like this facet art. And facet, if you're unaware, her boost is based on TPA awakenings on your team. So if you had a TPA heavy team, like maybe TARDIS or something, or I don't know, something, a team that had a lot of TPAs, even though TPAs aren't that in right now, you could use facet and you'd get a lot more damage out of that team. Again, same thing. She's probably out of these, she's like the third best gemstone overall. So she's the worst gemstone in this one. But if you're using stuff like Sheet, you get an automatic like 5 TPAs. Like you're gonna have a lot of damage if you have a Sheet on your team. Or Shiat, if you like to say. Meteor skill doesn't matter. Again, it's the same thing as the other one. Nothing to write home about. So yeah, it's not, even though she's like the third best one, she'd still be amazing to have. I happened to roll a facet from my rank 500 roll, if you guys saw that. Next we have Valentine's Sheen, who is Wood Dark. Her normal form is just Dark. Again, Unbindable, Bind Clear, they all have similar awakenings. The one thing about Facet and Sheen here is they only provide one of their damage boost relevant awakenings compared to Carrot, who gave 2 of them, her 2 skill boosts. I'm confusing their names now. Facet gave 1 TPA. It's not 2 TPA, it's just 1. And Sheen here also only has 1 time extend, which is hers. I happen to have a Sheen, and she's the one that I have all of them except for Carrot. Sheen, I would say, is the second best, or maybe tied for first, just because a lot of things have time extends these days. But she's based on time extends. So my newest Diablos team always has like 10 time extends, so I'm gonna get ×4 damage if I pop my Sheen for 2 turns, if I ever need it. I usually leave this on my Diablos, on my Anubis, if I'm gonna use it. I just like slap it on Anubis and it's like good to go. So again, these gemstones are very good to have, and these are like the only 6-star rarity. I say only because like if you get a diamond, it's probably gonna be one of these ones, and it's really good to have. Overall, gemstones are pretty hard to get just because they used to never be in pantheons. Like they will only come out in Godfests, and they would never really be like boosted rates or anything like that. Outside of Galas, which we don't have anymore. Galas used to be like boosted rates for certain color monsters. And even now, they're not really like, they never get boosted rates in the current Godfest setup either. So if you're new to the game, you should try to, I would say if you're new to the game, you don't have a gemstone, you should roll in this collab until you get a gemstone. Any of them will do. Hopefully you get this one, Sheen, or or Carrot, because they're the better ones. Facet, if you had a TARDIS or something, would be good for you, but TPA teams are more on the rare side, but most teams have a lot of time extends or skill boosts. So very, very good. They'll help you smash through the Callies at the end of arena runs, or they will help you against bosses in one-shot challenges and stuff like that, who have hundreds of millions of health, and these will boost your damage like crazy. Okay. And again, these are the most common of the diamonds because they're 6-star. There's still 7-star and 8-star, which we're gonna get to right now. So there are 2 7-stars. Again, there's 5 5-stars, 3 6-stars, which you just went over, the 3 gemstones. Now we have 2 7-stars. First is Athros, which I'm honestly like meh about. She's the only one in here in this collab that has 2 of the L Awakenings, which is kind of like the same as having 2 TPAs, which overall is probably not the best, just because TPAs are so much more common, and this takes 5 orbs, TPA takes 4. This one is the weirder formation. Most of the things that have this awakening are in this collab, so you have to roll a lot on this collab to make a team out of it. But this Astaroth does have, what's their active skill? Fire Jam or Poison to Wood. So fire plus hazards to wood and enhance everything. Let's see, 2x with Wood Light, 5x attack with... So she's times 100, 501E, and just 2 colors. So not the strongest. You would probably use her maybe as a sub. She has the double skill boost. By the way, I'm actually not sure if the double skill boost counts twice for Carrot's gemstone boost. Similarly, I don't know if the double time extend, like a time extend with an orange plus versus this yellow one, would count twice for for Sheen. I don't think it counts twice. I think it counts once. But she gets 2 skill boosts. This is equivalent to 2 skill boost for the skill boost purpose, at least. She's okay. I really don't like her that much. The gemstones are a better role than her, in my opinion. So get out of here, Astaroth. She's healer type, which is cool. Speaking of for Kushinada Hime, we have a beautiful Kushinada Hime. Oh, the art. First of all, the art. Oh my god, I just love the Japanese style art. So pretty. She's, I think, a rabbit in this. There's hella Japanese desserts around here, like strawberry mochis and like freaking red bean pancake doriyakis is what they're called, I think. So here's the thing. First of all, let's talk about this Kushinada. She's a 7-star, one of the other 2 7-stars. There's still one rarity above her, which is the ultimate prize, which we'll get to. Her active is to greatly reduce damage for 1 turn and plus 2 combos for 1 turn. I believe that is a better active than normal Kushinada. I think, because I don't have a normal Kushinada, I'm pretty sure normal Kushinada has plus 1 combo. I don't think it's plus 2. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but because if it was plus 1, it'd be the exact same active. So I'm pretty sure, or if normal Kushinada was plus 2 combos, it'd be the same as this one. This one I think has a better active, is what I heard, so I'm going to assume it's because this is plus 2 combos. That's something I remember hearing, I think, at some point, back when this was announced in Japan. Leader skill. The leader skill is actually exactly the same as the normal Kushinada, except the type that this Kushinada accepts, that gets the 1.5 HP attack, is for gods and not for healer. Normal Kushinada is for healers. This one is for gods, which actually makes for a much wider range of subs than normal Kushinada. Gods are a much more common type overall than healers, because most things that are reincarnated, like 99% of monsters that can be reincarnated, either get the god typing or oh, not Imager, nope. I hear my computer farting for some reason. I think it's dying. Don't die. Maybe hopefully the music wasn't too loud. I was not clipping. Let's turn it down here a bit. I shouldn't be clipping. But most monsters that can reincarnate are god type, so you can use like anything you want. You could use, like, I don't know, you can use Indra on this team and get a boost. You could use Skuld on this team and get a boost. You could use, oh, open Imager because this is in Imager. Is it? I don't know why I open Imager. I have no idea why. But it opens up a lot of stuff for team building. And the best part is you can, if you want to, you can actually pair with a normal Kushinada. For me, actually, let's back up. Let's talk about Awakenings before we talk about leader pairings. Her Awakenings are slightly different than normal Kushinada. The stuff that is the same, she's unbindable, great for a leader, which, by the way, her leader skill is 1.5 HP attacks for God, and it's combo based up to 12x attack for 10 combos. So I believe that ends up being like a times 300 something, which it's the same as normal Kushinada, normal reincarnated Kushinada, so you can look that up if you want to. I think it's times 326, or something like around there. I don't know. I can't remember. But her Awakenings, she's unbindable, great for a leader, 2 skill boosts, which I don't know if normal Kushinada has. She also has the Bind Clear Awakening. She only has 1 time extend, but that's kind of okay, just because I believe on Monday we're also going to get a update, which is going to, I think, going to include the update that gives us 5 seconds of move time base for a team instead of 4 seconds. We all got an extra second, which is yay. And she also has 2 of the Heart Enhance Awakenings, which are basically heal TVAs, and a team HP boost. This is actually really good, just because I heard normal Kushinada Hime has issues with healing. Even though her team is supposed to be all healers, I think it's hard for her to heal to full, because they usually have, your team will have times 2.25 HP, so you're probably going to be in like the 60,000 range for a Kushinada team, and since her leader skill has no built-in RCV multiplier, it's hard for her to get to full health. Well, not anymore, because this Kushinada is not only is she healer type, but she has 2 heal TPAs, so if you match 4 heals in a row, you're going to get times 2.25 RCV for this Kushinada Hime, and for the other one if you're paired with her. If you're paired, your other leader one will have it too. Where's my words? So she'll have less issue healing to full. Overall, this is I believe it is just a direct upgrade from a normal Kusanagi Hime. You have better team building options, you have better healing, you have a better active skill. There's like nothing bad about this. Now, oh my god, it keeps opening Imager. I keep touching the image. Now, in terms of leader pairings, one really cool thing is you can actually use, if you have a standard or ideal Kusanagi Hime, like normal Kusanagi Hime team, you can actually pair with this one and get more color coverage. What I mean by that is the normal Revo Kusanagi Hime team is comprised of 3 reincarnated Hakus and 1 Valkyrie Ren, which is the blue and light one. This is for Arena 3 runs for solo. Because the Valkyrie Ren has guard break, Kusanagi covers green, the Valkyrie covers blue and light, and Haku covers dark and red. So you can activate guard break against pre-draws without popping an active. That's a great thing to have in A3. I actually made a template team because I actually have almost the ideal team. I'll mute this. I should have seen this in the beginning. So this is my template team, and the Fujin, imagine the Fujin is a normal Kusanagi Hime, and my pair leader is the new Kusanagi Hime. That team will also cover all colors, has 3 Hakus, and the best thing is, again, Haku herself is God Healer. The Valkyrie, this is my only Valkyrie, it's a dark red Valkyrie, and it does have the double TPA 1-7 combo, and a guard break like all the other Valkyries do, and will become a God Healer. So all 4 of these subs and all the colored Valkyries included do satisfy both the type requirement of the Valentines and the normal Kusanagi Hime. So all that to say, I can get rainbow coverage without having a Valkyrie Ren and still get my max multiplier if I pair with a normal Kusanagi Hime team, and I get this. By the way, my roles that I want, I'm going to close this now. The roles that I really want is this and the next one. I know people say Kusanagi Hime is not that in right now, but it's just one of those things where like I don't have one, so I want it, just so I can experience it. It's not as good as Anubis Diablos or even just double Anubis, damage-wise, because she is a no Skyfall leader. And as you can see, that ideal team was created. It was conceptualized before follow-up attack existed, and I think even though follow-up attack exists, Kusanagi Hime is one of the good damage control leaders because of the no Skyfall clause. You can control exactly how much, and she has a slow scaling multiplier. It starts at like 4 combos or something, and it just kind of goes up slowly, so you can exactly control like in very gradual amounts how much damage you want to do. What am I talking about? But the reason why she, even though follow-up attack exists, her ideal team, I don't think really shifted to include it, is because you should be able to hit monsters below their resolve without like hitting them to 1%, because you're supposed to have damage control and you can control it. Similarly, does not, even though it's an A3 team, the 3 Hakus and the 1 Valkyrie, it does not have any pixels, because you should be able to damage control your way through the radar dragons in A3 without using a pixel. So I'm excited for this. I don't have a Kusanagi, I'd love to have one. I just need a new leader. This seems like a great little fun new leader I can use, and I have still never cleared A3 solo. I've only cleared with friends. My clear rate is like 75%/66% when I play with a Noob Diablos friend. Not the highest, but with Kusanagi Hime, I could do it, and I might not even have to use my Fujin. I'll put my Fujin on the team. I'll probably put it onto the Kusanagi, but anyways, excited for this role. I would love to have one. This is one of my targets. And now we come to the grand ultimate prize, which is Valentines. Nay. Now her art has a lot going on, a lot of sparkles. She's hiding behind her tail. There's a purple dragon. Now this is like power creep to the maximum. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about our actives first. Actives. Reduce bind and awoken status skills by 5 turns. That's a lot of turns. The normal Nay, I believe, reduces bind by 2 turns and doesn't include awoken bind. And she makes all orbs change to light, dark, and heal. So Apocalypse style or even just normal light Nay style board change with a like Green Odin style active. That's a lot to put into one. That's a lot of value for just 13 turns. I think Green Odin's active is like 8 or 9 turns. So you're already getting just from like 5 or 4 more turns getting a tricolor board change with Hearth. That's like hella good. Especially for Light. Light's a good color to have a board change for overall. Her leader skill is fine. It's 8 times 81. It's better than normal Nay. I think my blue Nay is times 49, I think. So this is vaguely usable as a leader, but probably not her main use. Now let's take a look at her awakenings, which are super good. She actually has all of the same awakenings as a normal Nay, and she gets a Void Damage Pierce or Box Awakening at the very last one. And this is monumental because before this Pixel Nay, before this Valentine's Day, no Void Damage Pierce card, which is most of the pixels, mostly just pixels from Final Fantasy or some farmables. None of them have additional damage boosting awakenings, at least no significant ones that I can think of. Like none of the like Sephiroth, Cloud, Pixel, Lightning, Pixel Cecile, none of them have like TPAs, double 7 combos, any of that stuff. So they tended to have slightly, not lower damage, but you have to get all your damage from putting killers on. Like, for Lightning to be good, Pixel Lightning, you have to put 3 Dragon Killers onto her. Then she can be doing times like 3.5 or something damage, or times 3 damage-ish to dragons. This Nay can get the same amount of damage to getting just 7 combos without putting any killers onto her. And she'll be doing more damage than a Pixel card that has 3 latent killers on it just for getting 7 combos, which is most teams now aim for 7 combos. So you just make your box and then you just get 7 combos and you'll already have times 4 additionally, and the box gives you times 2.5, so she'll be doing like times 8 which is crazy for a Pixel card. Not to mention she has TPAs, so she can get a TPA 7 combo and your box, which, you know, is kind of hard unless you have on a 7x6 board. But her damage potential is extremely large, and to top it all off, she has the balance type along with dragon type. She has the balance type, which means she can equip any latent killers that she wants to. So it's like you can get any killers you want to. You can get 7 combos, you have the box, you have TPAs, you have an amazing active with tricolor board change active with the added benefit of bind clear and awoken bind clear for like 5 turns. Oh, what the... okay, that means I've been recording for a while, because that's a 30-minute clip on YouTube of the Mion, so we can end this soon. But this is like power creep. This is like this amazing sub. Like, it blows a lot of things out of the water. It has as much utility as like a Matsu. It has, like, even if you don't use it for the Pixel, you would already have like amazing active with good awakenings, and then you throw in the Pixel and you just like what are you gonna do? You could do this on the Riku team if you wanted to. The active isn't good for a Riku team, but the rest of it's dragon, so it's great. So Valentine's Day is an amazing card. I believe it's based on the tier list I've seen for subs, one of the most used subs in Japan, just because it's so good. Like, you almost like don't need any other Pixel if you have this card. Like they're not gonna be better than this one. Oh, by the way, the caveat to the no void damage pierce cards that exist that have damage boost. Recently, the Greco-Roman Series 1 got limit broken awakenings that could include void damage pierce. So like Persephone, Apollo, they can get the box awakening as limit break, but that has some limitations. One, you have to kind of spend 297s to roll for it, which you might not get, and 2, that only works in single player. You cannot, the void damage pierce will not carry over to multiplayer. But this Pixel, I call it Pixel Nay. This Nay will. I keep touching Imager. So this collab for me is very exciting. Again, I don't know the rates, but to me it's very exciting just because, number one, there's gemstones for 6 stars, and like you can't really go wrong with any of these gemstones. I'm probably going to roll a lot in it, so I'm probably going to end up with, at the very least from this, a carrot, because I don't have a carrot, the skill boost based one. Also, There's no silvers, which is great in this machine, no silvers. There's a very, very good top prize in Pixel Nay, and then the 7-star prize, and there's only 2 of them, so there's a pretty good chance I'll actually get it if I get a 7-star, is a pretty good leader, which is the Valentine's Kushinada Hime, which is better than normal Kushinada Hime. So overall, with like the 6, 7, and 8, there's like a lot of really good value in there, especially in the 6-star range, and it's like the second to lowest, like it's in the lower half of the rarity, so like you're probably gonna get one of those. Overall, I think it's a good. I'm excited for this collab very much. The 5 stars are all kind of meh, but even if you're new, like board changers like are pretty hard to come by if you're new. So it's kind of exciting in that case too. So again, I'm gonna be rolling a lot in this collab. I might even stream it maybe on the Monday. We'll see if I'm not dead from work. But I'm going to be rolling a lot. I would love to have of course the Nay, but I would be happy just having the Kushinada as well. Maybe I'll get both. I would also, though, not want to spend more than 100 stones on this, because I think Heroines overdue. We're like overdue for Heroines. If we do have a Player Choice Godfest, we are due for that soon. I don't think we're going to have one, actually. I feel like it's not going to happen because of the way Godfest has changed. Japan hasn't had a Player's Choice recently either, so for some reason I think we're not going to have one. But very exciting news overall. This Valentine's collab is at the very least much better than the stupid New Year's collab that had like no good value in it except for the 1 kami. This at least has value in all the other tiers, not 5-star, but like the 6, the 7, the 8, 6 tier, 7 tier. Very exciting. Hopefully you were excited as well. Let me know if you're going to roll in this and if there's anything you would like to have. So anything you're gunning for. Again, I'm gunning for Nay and for Kushinada, and then my consolation prize is going to be a carrot. And that is it. So I'm going to stop this video now and go to bed. See you when I see you in the next video. I don't know when that's going to be. Maybe if I stream my rolls, it'll be Monday. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, bye.